Good afternoon guys, or good evening, and welcome back to our channel. Today I am doing my shop. It is food shop day again. It comes around so fast. And we are heading to Lidl's, and today I have Kerry with me. Yeah. Woo woo. Whoop whoop. Yeah, which means the shopping is probably going to be 3 times the price it normally is.
Oi!
Well, no, because you buy you get your treats, in fairness to you.
Treats? I haven't eaten a treat in ages.
Yeah. Right, will we go in and do some shopping, KK?
We shall.
All right. Right, we'll show you what we get. All right, guys, so we are home from shopping, and as predicted, it is just full of weird and wonderful stuff. But that's because all 3 kids are home for Easter. So, yeah. Mr. T, you're walking around like you want something. I think Mr. T is a bit overwhelmed with everybody back in the house, in fairness to him. But, yeah, we did a shop. Yeah. The only good thing is I have 3 minces and a good few chicken in my freezer, so we didn't need that. But yeah, anyway, right, let me show you what we got. Starting over here, this is in no particular order. So over here we got some deli style coleslaw because everybody's home, and we go through a lot of coleslaw when everybody's here. So that is the deli style. Kerry also picked up this for herself for her breakfast. It is the high protein sour cherry. She said it's like a thick yogurt. She said it'd be very same consistency as sort of a Greek yogurt, but a little bit sweeter, and there's chunks of cherries in it. So she was happy with that. She picked that up. Also picked up a pepperoni pizza just to have in the house because, yeah, the kids are here. That'll go for some lunch, and that'll be it. It'll be gone. Triple chocolate cookies, as if it's Easter and there isn't enough chocolate in the house. Yeah. Kerry again had these, and she said if you put them in the microwave for I think she said up to 30 seconds, and then serve them with a little bit of ice cream on the side. She says they're absolutely gorgeous. So I think we're going to try that for a dessert one of the days. Hayley's favourite salted mini pretzels covered in a dark chocolate. They are her favourite snacks of all time. So we picked them up just because they're all studying as well. They've all got exams in a couple of weeks. 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. So they're all studying. So they're also eating a lot of snacks. So that is a 60% dark chocolate. Sausages. Can't go a week without sausages. So got 16 pork sausages. They're just handy to have in. The chocolate waffles, picked up one of them again. As I said, firm favourite in this house. So, yeah, picked them up. And I also picked up just some of the plain sugar waffles. Same, just without the chocolate, and not as sweet, or not as lushy, not sweet. Obviously, the sugar waffles, they're going to be sweet, but they're not as lushy. So, picked them up. Also got some of the Choco Cookie cereal. Perfect. The girls like that, and Kerry picked it up. So that's what we got. Also got Carl his Choco Shells. As you know, we get this every week. So yeah, but I only had to pick up 1 box this week because we had some left over. We picked up 8 of the bao buns, and they were reduced down from $3.99 to $2.79, and they are the prawn bao buns with a creamy sriracha mayo sauce. So the girls, I think, are going to have that for their tea this evening. And we also picked up some of the cashew chicken sliders. They were reduced again down to $2.79, so they're going to have them. So that will be their tea this evening. 8 of the assorted fruit yogurts. These are the smooth ones, just to go over fruit in the morning. And they're a nice small pot. They're only 125 grams. So they're a nice smooth pot, or small pot. And it is a smooth yogurt. So that's for breakfast. Wanted to try this. This is the pineapple soft cheese. I thought it looked nice. It's obviously fruity because it's pineapple. So that'll be interesting on a bagel or some crackers. 1 and low on the cream cheese. We go through a fair amount of cream cheese actually. Everybody, especially the girls, would have it on bagels. So I decided to get an extra tub of it in this week. Rocket leaves, just to go on sandwiches, toasties, anything like that. Handy to have ready to go for the lunches. But it says they are peppery. Washed and ready to eat. Oaties, these are very like the Hobnob. These are, well, to me, these are the best for dunking in hot tea or coffee, as they don't disintegrate. So, picked up a pack of them. Oops. Also got a bag of the fun size bananas. Ideal for lunch boxes. They're nice. They're not fully ripened yet, so I have 2 bananas left, but they will go. I'll probably have to go out and get more during the week. Picked up 3 of the chocolate croissants. They had no Pano chocolates left, but they had 3 chocolate croissants, so I picked them up for, as I said, handy for breakfast. You all right, Mr. T? Hello, sir. Are you okay? Something's after dripping on the floor. Anyway, so yeah, so picked them up. Also got the milk brioche rolls. Kerry asked to get these. She was obviously with me, like, and she says, can we get them? Oh, that's the petals off my flowers. She says, I'm going to do French toast, but I'm going to do them into fingers. So she'll cut them in half and do them. So that should be nice. So she's going to make that one of the days. Picked up 4 of Carol's lactose-free milk with added vitamin B12, 1.3% fat, source of calcium. So I picked up, I think, 4 of them. Also picked up the 3 litres of Irish fresh milk. We seem to go through a first amount of milk in this house, so I picked up the fresh milk. Picked up 2 of the Mawadis with B vitamins. Yeah, they're full sugar. I thought I was getting the reduced sugar. I mustn't have been minding. But yeah, picked up 2 of them because we go through again a fierce amount of dilutable. We put it in our water and it just makes it a little bit easier to drink. Also had to get some of the dishwasher tablets. The W5 all-in-one power cleaner, salt and rinse aid all in one tab. So yeah, not much I can say about them. Also got some of the extra mighty kitchen towels. We go through a lot of kitchen towels, so it's handy to have in. Got some of the electrolytes as well, in case anybody gets poorly and needs them to be, again, dissolved in water. So handy to have. And also got some of the eggs. We needed eggs because we go through a first amount of eggs. So I got 8 of the barn eggs. So yeah. That is everything we got in Lidl this week. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that shop. The total came to, I think it was €97. I'll put it on screen here. As I said, everybody's home, all the kids are home, and yeah, so it was a bit of a mismatch of a shop. I knew I had meat in, so I knew we didn't have to get meat, and I have some frozen veg and stuff in. So it was more just a top up of a, yeah, and with Kerry with me, sure, she was saying, can I get this, can I get that? And because she doesn't come home that often, I was like, of course you can, love, of course you can, love. So hence we ended up with the shop we ended up with. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you in my next one, guys, and a very happy Easter. Talk to you soon.